Eddie Howe said that's his best position. I didn't see it, in all honesty. And I've got to say the transformation in the player has been extraordinary.
Here's Nketiah. A good challenge from Fabian Schär. Was judged there by Saliba, although there's a foul being given. Callum Wilson is deemed to be the offender in that battle. Eddie Howe, who has never been able to avoid defeat in his managerial career at the Emirates Stadium, lost all 6 games here, 5 of those with Bournemouth and 1 with Newcastle last season. The 2-0 Arsenal win in that game, both Arsenal goals coming after half-time. But Newcastle beat Arsenal in the return fixture in May, the penultimate game of last season. And Arsenal just missed out on qualifying for the Champions League. Bukayo Saka. There's Ødegaard. Just too much weight on that return pass from Ødegaard.
Yeah, I'm not sure the pass was on. It was the right idea. I think it was just 1 or 2 Newcastle defenders on the cover. Been strong down this side though, Arsenal. Saka and Ødegaard's link-up play.
Joe Withers, who came through the Arsenal youth system and left 2 years ago to join Newcastle. First of all on loan, and what a loan spell that was. He scored those 7 goals in 7 games at one stage. It was a massive hit. And that loan became a permanent deal for £30 million. Scored the winning goal against Chelsea just before the World Cup for Newcastle. As a player, Eddie Howe says can get better and better. That's a foul by Schär. Foul on Eddie Nketiah.
He rolled him well, used his body there. Nketiah just drew the foul.
Saka, always done well. It's come inside Burn, but Joel Linton was back there. May have just got a slight touch in there, Joel Linton.
Yeah, just a tiny touch, an important touch from Joel Linton there.
Here's Partey.
I think that's the next part of the game for Eddie Howe's men, trying to get Callum Wilson into the game.
Martinelli. Zinchenko. Schär stepping in for Newcastle. Good challenge there on Partey, but he breaks the way of Martinelli. Now Saliba. And here's Saka. White. Martinelli made the move there, but White couldn't find him. Let's pop to the King Power Stadium. Leicester against Fulham. Alexander Mitrovic with the opening goal for the away side. What a chance for Leicester to equalise, and what a chance it was for Ayoze Perez. Had to score, surely.
What a chance. Just take a little bit of the pace off your finish. The pace is all on the cross. No need to go for that much power. It's brilliant from Youri Tielemans. Side foot finish, surely. Goes for power, goes for the laces. Always going to blaze it over the bar with that technique.
The former Newcastle player who's yet to score league goal this season. Fluffed his lines there big time, so it's still Leicester 0, Fulham 1. Free kick from deep for Newcastle, but one for which they have sent their centre-halves forwards, taken by Trippier. It's met by Burn. Botman's in there. Martinelli and Nketiah. skips past the tackle, but he was taken out. It's a yellow card for Bruno Guimaraes.
I might be wrong, but I don't think he catches him. I think I can tell by the player's reaction. He certainly goes in to win the ball. He misses the ball completely. Oh, he did. He caught him. Good refereeing. I thought Nketiah sort of forced that foul, bought it. Correct decision from the referee.
That's the first yellow card of the evening for Newcastle's Bruno Guimaraes. Martinelli. No goals yet, but a terrific flow about the game.
I think you can see, Joe, tactically, the respect that the wide players for Arsenal are commanding, because every time they go wide, Newcastle are trying to double up.
Now then, Callum Wilson was laid there. It's going to be booking now for the Newcastle number 9. I don't think it was a challenge with any malice intended, but he was late.
Yeah, it's the type of tackle when you go in, you try and win the ball, and when your studs are high, sometimes the defender can volley the bottom of your studs, which are obviously painful. See, Saliba's just going to volley this one, and then on the way through, he catches the studs of Wilson. They are painful.
So 2 Newcastle players booked in quick succession.
Yeah, when Martinelli gets the ball on that left-hand side for Arsenal, Longstaff's helping Trippier and Almiron, and on the other side was Saka, Joe Willock, or Joe Linton's helping Dan Burn.
It's worth pointing out Arsenal have 2 players who are both just 1 yellow card away from a suspension, which would see them miss the North London derby, Saliba and Bukayo Saka. It's the first league match of a massive month this in Arsenal's season, the first of 3 games against 3 sides in the current top 5. By the end of this month, we'll have a far better idea on whether Arsenal will stay the course. There's Odegaard. Nketiah just felt the contact there for Burn and went over.
Yeah, this one's not a yellow card. It'll infuriate the manager because it's right in front of the technical area. Just leant on his back. It's definite foul. Just don't think it's a yellow. That's how many players it takes to stop Saka these days, 3.
Half an hour in, and neither goalkeeper with a saving note to make in the match. Just 1 attempt on target apiece. Fabian Schär strides forward for Newcastle. Looks to find Woodward, but in steps Saliba.
It's where they've got to be slightly quicker. I think in transition there, Arsenal, if you're Thomas Partey, getting the ball out wide to Martinelli or so many players Odegaard, trying to find someone further forward instead of going sideways, just allows Newcastle to get back into shape. Just keep an eye on Odegaard. He's offering a run forward in behind Botman. Can't quite find him just yet, standing off Joe Linton. Keep an eye on him, see if he makes that forward run again.
Here's Xhaka. Arsenal being very patient. See Saka on this near side, looking for the big switch of play. And yes. Gabriel goes left.
Yeah, that's Dan Burn especially is going narrow, so if you can try and get it in midfield, the big switcher plays on.
There's Nketiah coming deep.
I'm not sure Thomas Partey or Granit Xhaka's got that range of pass. Saka's definitely in.
It's a nice ball there by Zinchenko. Odegaard's on the move there, but it was cut out by Burn. Zinchenko once again for Arsenal.
So you work it to the right as quick as possible.
one occasion very early on where Saka absolutely gas past Dan Burn, but otherwise hasn't seen too much of it.
That's the thing as well, if you're in midfield for Arsenal, I just keep feeding it wide.
It's a loose one from Granit Xhaka. And it's a foul. Yellow card's coming for that. Looking for Eddie Nketiah. I think the referee trying to be consistent, but it's of the soft variety.
Yeah. Not for me.
Such a big role for these upcoming months in the absence of Gabriel Jesus for Eddie Nketiah, who is still just 23 years of age. More talk once again today about Arsenal potentially in the market. Ukrainian winger Mikhailo Mudryk. He's the player in the spotlight in that regard right now.
Well, he's one of the quickest out there.
Joelinton with the ball in here. It's away by Saliba.
I tell you, Mbappe might beat Mudryk over 20 yards, but not over 50. The guy is rapid.
He's just 21. He started for Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League this season. Here's Martinelli. Now Odegaard for Arsenal. Back came Joelinton, but it wasn't a clean tackle in the referee's opinion. It's a free kick for Arsenal.
I thought he got the ball. I thought Joelinton got the ball. I could be wrong. Let's have a look from this angle. No, I think he just misses it. Don't think it was a dirty tackle.
Всем привет.
But it gives Arsenal a set-piece chance. Saliba and Gabriel, they both move towards that back post area. I wonder if this might bring about a rehearsed routine from Arsenal.
I was thinking the same thing, because normally a little left foot diagonal just left of the penalty spot would be the target.
Это тестовая трансляция
Can't find Saka from
матчей английской премьер-лиги.
Odegaard's ball in, it is met by Gabriel, and it was not too far off target. It's a very inviting ball, and Gabriel, that has scored 2 goals this season, made good contact on it.
Once Nick Pope doesn't move, I thought this was going to be in. Let's have a look from this angle. Gets away from Sharon Botman, it's a good header. Could just drop into the corner. Pope was definitely beaten.
It wasn't too far away at all. Odegaard, I think, knew the service was good. Just required a precise header. Gabriel, who scored winning goals here against Fulham and away at Chelsea so far this season. Just a whisker away there.
I'm not sure why Nick Pope's setting up on that right-hand side of the box. Almiron's not going to win his headers, nor Wilson. If he's out on the left-hand side, he pings it towards Joelinton. It's a good starting point.
Ten minutes to half-time with the 3 early kick-offs this evening. Away leads at the moment.
Вопросы, звучащие в чате, будут озвучены и отвечены.
They've just gone past the 20-point mark in a later kick-off at Old Trafford. Manchester United against Bournemouth. We'll bring you the final stages live of that one when they finish at the Emirates Stadium later on tonight. Now they're given away here. Chance for Newcastle here maybe. Wilson, Joelinton. It's gone round the outside, square towards Wilson, who is being watched by Saliba. There's Ramsdale, who can catch straight for the...
Oh, just a lesson for the Arsenal backline. They can't be complacent.
Xhaka there, dallying possession, but he went over and wins a free kick. I think Newcastle feeling a touch hard done by with a few of these latest decisions.
Well, they're not easy to call because, like the Joe Linton foul, I thought Almiron got the ball here coming from the side of Granit Xhaka. He might have just caught the back of Xhaka's heel. That's how hard it is for the referee. I think it's good refereeing from Andy Madley, because he gives the foul, but he realises that there wasn't too much intent for Almiron, so no need for a yellow card.
Saliba. Saka kept the ball in play, and Nketiah, good touch by him. Needs some support now. Saka provides it. Odegaard left it. Partey hit it, and Wubbert made the block for Newcastle.
By the way, an amazing touch from Nketiah.
Gabriel now. As Arsenal look to go through the gears again as we move towards half-time. Long there from Ramsdale. Dan Burn won the header. Well, there's been a goal now in the late kick-off at Old Trafford, and a goal for Manchester United scored by Casemiro. And from the set piece there, Bournemouth switched off completely, and Casemiro makes them pay.
Got in behind Dominic Solanke there. Casemiro, brilliant ball in. Excellent free kick from Eriksen.
Манчестер Юнайтед открыл счет в матче с Борнмутом.
Bournemouth, who were beaten by 2 set-piece goals at the weekend against Crystal Palace. They've not learnt their lesson there. Casemiro with the first goal of that match for Manchester United. His first home goal for United for the man from Brazil.
Yeah, he was fuming after the game the other day, Gary O'Neill, about the set plays, goals that they conceded, so he'll be going ballistic.
Casemiro on the slide, yeah, Bournemouth, they've got to be careful.
Casemiro getting a tap in from a wide free kick. The ball was amazing from Eriksen.
Few tackles going in here, Partey in strongly, it breaks the way of Bruno Guimaraes, and it's Odegaard in on him, and Odegaard commits the foul, and the Newcastle players now surround the referee. They do well to move away, and Trippier is making that point to his teammates.
Well, again, this is good refereeing, because it's not the second one from Odegaard, it's the shirt pull. So he tried to play the advantage of the referee. The tackle from Odegaard in the end was a clean one. Pretty sure if we see a replay of it, it was for the shirt pull. Let's have a look here. Bruno going past him. It's that one there where he pulls him back. Then he allows the advantage. And to Arsenal fans, this is a clean tackle. So good refereeing yet again.
So a yellow card for Odegaard, Arsenal's first player in that midfield area caution. Nketiah on a yellow too. There's a bit of bite out there. It's all making for what's been a really enjoyable contest. This first half is flowing by.
I'll tell you what they are, Newcastle, as well, Joe. They're not a soft touch anymore. There's plenty nous out there, plenty of experience.
And now then, Dan Burn went over in the box. I think Burn convinced that he was the one who was being fouled, but the free kick went Arsenal's way. Just needs a bit of calming down this game. It's just reaching boiling point.
На 41-й минуте судья матча Арсенал Борнмут воспользовался помощью видеоассистента и не назначил пенальти за падение Берна, защитника Ньюкасла, штрафной Арсеналу.
He'd be a referee, pick the bones out of all this. It was looked at by VAR, but there was no foul in there.
No penalty, no foul, but a free kick to Arsenal.
Stuart Atwell is the VAR, by the way, this evening. He had a very busy night with VAR last night. He was the referee for that Brentford-Liverpool game.
Another yellow card. Granit Xhaka went diving in there on Fabian Schär.
And when things get heated, he's a player, Granit Xhaka. He just has to make sure he keeps his emotions in check.
Good point, Joe. Fair few yellows and reds over the years.
So it's 3-2 to Arsenal now in the yellow card counts.
Матч не богат на голевые моменты, но апофеозом его становится желтая карточка Гранита Джаки в конце первого тайма. Всего же команды получили по 2 предупреждения.
Newcastle will seek to use their height advantage from this free kick. Kieran Trippier will take it. Wonderful set piece taken.
Yeah, maybe Joe Linton, bottom of the screen, might be served, taking Ben White away, not getting involved, keeping the big right back out of the game here.
Here's the ball in. It's come off Gabriel. Kept alive by Byrne. Bruno Guimaraes hits it. Now Willock. There's White. And goes Nketiah. No foul there, but picked up by Ødegaard. Oh, and the pass was just behind and wide of Martinelli, but kept in play by the man from Brazil.
Should be a Newcastle throw.
And it went Arsenal's way, and here's Zinchenko.
Some game.
It's just missing a goal. He's bubbling up very nicely indeed. Longstaff. Wilson made the move there in behind, but offside flag goes up. There's Xhaka. Here's Martinelli. Saka. Vincent came back, but it's going to be a goal kick.
Yep, just took a little touch off Saka.
"113 games now in charge of Arsenal in this division for Mikel Arteta. He goes ahead of George Graham."
Статистика говорит о том, что Арсенал большую часть своих голов забивает во втором тайме, а Ньюкасл — это одна из самых лучших, вторая оборона премьер-лиги. Поэтому ждем голов после перерыва.
Eddie Howe oversaw 21 wins for Newcastle in the calendar year just gone. Only 2 Englishmen have achieved more than that in a calendar year. Kevin Keegan with Newcastle, Roy Evans with Liverpool. So we're into first half stoppage time, of which there'll be 2 minutes. There's Joel Vincent. Wilson. Foul by Partey. Here's Wilson. By Gabriel, but now Joel Vincent. Byrne with the ball in. Dealt with by Saliba. Joel Vincent. It's Longstaff with the hits. It's Newcastle posing questions here as we tick towards half-time. We're going to have a corner. This might be the last chance of this opening period tonight. And again, Dan Byrne takes up that position right on Ramsdale.
Yeah, especially in these conditions. Try and miss the first man, the front screen, put it under Ramsdale, put him under pressure. I mean, that's a mismatch, isn't it? Zinchenko against Dan Burn.
So with ball in and at the back post, there was a chance for Newcastle as Joel Vinton flung himself towards that.
That was a chance. Shearer, I think it is, that wins the first header. That's a big chance. He must see it very, very late, Joel Vinton. Anything on target, he scores.
Well, Joel Vinton there on the stroke of half-time with the best chance of the match so far for Newcastle. Goalver's first half then, between two of the top three. It's been a really good game to watch. Lovely flow about it, just missing a goal. You'll hear the views of Alan Shearer and Ian Wright in our studio in just a few moments' time. But half-time, it's Arsenal 0, Newcastle 0.
When these two sides met here in April, Alan Pardew was under severe pressure. Fast forward 8 months, it's Arsene Wenger who's now facing the vehement criticism of his own supporters. There's a sense that many fans need their faith restored by an impressive performance and impressive result today. Here's Giroud. Certainly Arsenal asking the more pertinent questions early on here. Ball in from Sanchez, and a header in from Olivier Giroud. The perfect start for Arsenal, and his excellent goal-scoring record against Newcastle continues. Sanchez. Oh, cleverly done. Cazorla has kept his feet. He celebrates his 30th birthday with a wonderfully taken goal, and Arsenal double their lead. Second goal has just provided that security blanket for Arsenal. They are on the front foot again. Bayri firing it in for Giroud. 3-0 and 2 goals in less than 3 minutes. Arsenal home and hose now. I think that if they were to fight back in this game, they need a goal early. Call back with the delivery. There is a goal. Brilliant header from Jose Perez. And Newcastle are back in the game. Very well worked set piece. Szczesny beaten, and it's 3-1. Cazorla. Penalty to Arsenal. Given away by Paul Dummett. And the Gunners have a chance to wrap it up. The birthday boy from the spot. How's that? From a man who exudes confidence. The Panenka penalty. His second, Arsenal's fourth. This time last week, Arsene Wenger was distressed by the barracking he received from Stoke City supporters after a disappointing performance from his side in the Potteries. 7 days on, a brace from Olivier Giroud and another from Santi Cazorla have given the Gunners a comprehensive 4-1 win over a side who started level with them in the table. A week can also be a long time for Newcastle. This time last week they were celebrating ending Chelsea's long unbeaten record. Nothing to celebrate today for their young goalkeeper and the rest of his team. Full time, Arsenal 4, Newcastle 1.
The Premier League's back. Yes.
It's back. Premier League is back. 2022. Back. Harlan Sheet Code. Back. Caden Son Combo. Back. Mount and Thiago. Back. The Premier League is back. Salah down the wing. Back. KDB top bins. Back. Proudly free kick king. Back. The Premier League is back. Yo, they're like, who's that guy? If Madison hits it, get a bullseye. Mitrovic on fire. Play like Amaron, he got desire. Old Trafford under the lights. Retro shirts like Ian Wright. Starboy Saka on attack. Zaha, pressure the full back. Rash, baby. Back. Noisy fans. Back. OT pies in the stands. Back. The Premier League is back. Pep losing his mind. Back. Super Mick Arteta. Back. Who can handle the pressure? Back.
Newcastle have conceded just 2 goals in the first half of all the games so far this season. Their clean sheet is intact after that first half. In fact, they had the best chance right on the stroke of half-time with Joe Linton.
Yeah, I think Eddie will be delighted with everything Newcastle have done, their attitude, their determination to stop Arsenal. But then when they've had the opportunity, that is the best chance of the game. That should be in the back of the net. Joe Linton's watched that all the way. I know it came quickly and the good flick on, really well worked, but you can see he's got a good 10 yards to watch that, and it should be in the back of the net. Best chance of the game.
And talking of headers, Arsenal did have one prior to that with Gabriel.
Yeah, from the angle I thought it was actually in. It's a very good ball in from Odegaard. And when you look at Pope, he feels like it's in as well, but it's just got the other side. I think Gabriel done well to get on this. He was right amongst the bodies and got a good header on it. When you look from this angle, you can see him getting trapped in there, but he's got up really well, and you're thinking, can he guide it in there? And you're thinking it's going to nestle, but it's a good effort. It's been a good start. Arsenal started like I thought they'd started very quickly. I think Newcastle settled in with the how defensively well they've played, and we've seen that in this game. They've defended very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. First 7 or 8 minutes, they were under pressure, but other than that, I think they've got themselves back into position when they've had to do. Both forwards, Almiron and particularly Joe Linton, are stopping Martinelli and Saka on the right side, doing their duties defensively, and they've limited Arsenal to that half chance from a free kick. So I think Eddie Howe will be really pleased with his team's performance in that first half.
Saka in particular, who we spoke about before the game, and in that fast start, I think it was the first minute he got in, and Newcastle thought this could be a long first half.
But yeah, because we know that him against Dan Burn is going to be a problem for Dan Burn. I've seen it at him. I've seen him play against him at Brighton, and I've seen him. Once he gets that ball and he can stop him, then he's got a problem. After that first time, after that, you're seeing the double up now. You know, they're getting in and they're making sure they're getting bodies in and around Saka and Dan Burn. Once he gets it, you can see Joe Willock coming back here, and like when he's trying to, Dan Burn gets the block in, but they've got to do that quicker. Arsenal have got to do that quicker because we've got to try and get into a situation, Arsenal, where you get the ball to him quicker so he can either play it off or he can go at Dan Burn. It's got to be quicker. I think I feel that Callum Wilson's a bit isolated as well. I think he's got to do something about that because there's something in that. Arsenal giving the ball away a couple of times.
Да, ну прикольно получается.